You are watching Revelations, the biggest spiritual platform. My name is MAAME Grace. I am Revelations. It's a great day. And Ramikacho said, "We need Bishop JEHOSHAPHAT Ekoka and Krabia Shebre any achede ho asem. Ade we ade a ehia mani pada sani bi ade we na wunnim. Enti na wadwuma wo ye wo boka. Na ma wo bre e wa abrabom ti mepese yin na ade adwen beto fom na yetie no. Enti me mo akwa babiom afi no wa join. I just click the button share and then ma obi so subscribe it ma onamfofo and subscribe it. And yes, we are selfish. I Bishop yema wakwa ba. Yeah, the bar Revelations and that day asam na obeka na hu nya ye pa ni twi na maka no.
Okay.
Nkrabia shebre ene achede.
Okay.
Nkrabia shebre ene achede. I woni pam. Wetimi aka ne nkrem, wo ka ne nkrem obeka ne say.
Shade. Ke dromonike.
Emienu no waka no.
In Krabia, they all sound the same.
In Ghana?
Yes, the same.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so I know you can asem ti papa. Say yam wakwa ababium. Say ya ka se shebre, say ya ka se destiny, gift, any talent. What are the difference first?
Everybody is on a journey. Your movement from the ancestral world into this physical world, you are a messenger. And you cannot travel to me into kwine. And I to me en sumau. Ebra yemma wadia udibedi adansie se nananom na asumau. I don't want to use the word God because the ideology of God is very different when you are dealing with spirituality. Spirituality is the reality. Those concepts of God is somebody's language and it doesn't make full meaning to us. Our ancestors don't know the word God. This is what makes meaning to them than the word God. Enti obi biara obas aseso ne asoma no enti na abofra ye wu abofra eseso osu the bonity. The voice, the language is a sound. I have arrived. My bedru into your bar or the assembly eba. Adia uba beye eye ejuma aye di amount. Ya sumao. Ne say amount bibi obetimi di aye sa adie no. And I heard, who shall I send and who will go? He said, here I am, send me. I remember vividly how I came out of my mother's womb. I was in a meeting. And unless you have that kind, only few people can still, if you can connect to that consciousness, then you know that you are on assignment.
That is when you know thyself.
Yes. There's a power you have to tap in before you can connect to your ancestral. They must call you. You have to be awoken. They'll talk to you. And you must have a ear like Samuel. Master speak. Father speak. For your son is listening. Your mama, they are listening to Moses. Na se me kwa, na se Israel funu, ana unkrofo bisa se na den e kire se ye nyame a yeso ono na wasoma. Den e kire must give something. Then God showed him the act of performing miracles, the signs of perform. Also if answer watare, yipi then e by kwata. Also if ashe mubio. Also drop your rod. These are signs to prove. So Nicodemus came to Jesus and said to Jesus, Master, no one can do these things except God is with him. And Jesus said, be born again. That is where the problem is, religion. The code. You need to come into full consciousness of yourself. Then you will know what you can do. Is it not Peter encountering Christ? He started walking on water. What your Christ consciousness will help you to do is what the church will call miracles. Now, they give you something. That is what is called ability. Talent. Exodus chapter 31, verse 1 to 3. And God said to Moses, I have called Bezalel, the son of Uri, and I have gifted him with wisdom, knowledge, understanding in all things, and in craftsmanship. Into Yankupon Frobia, na ya wobia, obia wo achede bia, or the barrier, or the channel, or the barber son. But the foundation is to know your origin, where you belong in the family line. And where you belong in the family line has to do with your zodiac connection. You have to know your element.
Is this not what you said is demonic? You Christian.
Who is Christian? Listen. Your zodiac, there are 4 elements: water, fire, earth, air. And water, fire, earth, air. Yes. This 4 is what is made up of every human being. Everybody belongs to one of this. It is on himself, who your water elemental, a dear ben, and a water elemental person, ebetimi aye ni ye. And a chedia okitan, your talent now okitan, a where you belong. So you see, Obi say, Obi a water elemental, or ye juma a belonging to fire people. No, so wako wari Obi or belonging to a fire. It can't work because ja odi so si jaso ne hurua, it will destroy. It's also a good jaswa. So you see these people always conflicting each other because their elementals don't meet. The same way you can be involved in a business that doesn't go with you and you'll be struggling and you need help and counseling and direction to connect you on the right path. But the church will tell you that and so people only go for direction and prayer. Let me don't go to all those areas. Are you getting the point? So you must know your talent. And there are different types, and they are your calling. They are your calling. Be it medicine, be it football, be it singing, be it whatever. And it is a passion, something you are passionate about. You didn't learn it from anywhere. You can get other things to support. Let me show you. We are born with talent. We receive gifts. Then we learn skills to balance our gift and talent. So you can go to school to learn a skill, like makeup artistry. Young will be say makeup. You learn it. Then you are balancing your way. It is as beautiful as you are. You go to school and learn makeup artistry. You are a broadcaster. You are a journalist. Whatever you are doing, you add it to it. It polishes you. It projects you. It be a ocean enya wudia. Eyadia udi balancing ni owo dara ba uwadia ye wudia dada.
Udi ba ye.
Eno de ye two konyankpanduri you still succeed because enya dia uto ye. It is with you. It is in you. It is in you. Eye de achew.
Ye de achew. Obia will be.
Obia will be. There's nobody. Paul said there are treasures in earthen vessels. The earthen eye ni peduane eye not here. Now so achedie goodie ewo mu. A goodie ade a obedi no, ade a bema wire from assassination ewo wa achedie ni. It also when you do what we call monetization of knowledge or skill, then sade obi any je ho a uchire no no so atio. That's where your money comes from. Abedi Pele, he became famous for playing football and that me kobo footballer if you freak can be a friend for corners. Achape mbacha asa ba ono obo imagine money he will get. So any talent, he didn't struggle for it. The same way so far Bible obe struggle, me I won't struggle. That is my area also.
That's your area also. So say obia what talent ni bidia. Why are people frustrated in life? So Bia will be a why are people frustrated?
That's what I said initially. They don't know where they belong.
How? Why?
When you udinam etun somwa, you not tell it how to swim. Natural. The instincts are there. Sana obi enim onu nachede any baby say nachede ebeye edwuma yi a he will be at the wrong place. You can be the right person with the right talent, right gifts, but the wrong place. You struggle. That is the key.
That's the key. Okay, so how does one
get to know
that this is my talent, and what does the person do about it?
Watch the number one. Watch your passion. Adiana esomubo. Adiana eye obusom. Obia obusom. Adia esomubo. Something you are passionate about. You can travel from here just because of that. Esomubo obusom. You are passionate about that thing. Number one. Who are the kind of people you are attracted to? And watch the things they do. You realize that there is something that connects to your passion. Are you getting the point? So you see that something that keep pulling you, that is your area. You easily succeed there. You easily flow and connect with people in that kind of tribe. When I say tribe, having the same
group.
Yes, that is it. So you have to look at that one also. Then number 3, look at the area of your life people easily compliment you. Are you getting me? People are, and you can even also
it brings yourself out.
Yes, yes. And there's what we call feedback. You need feedback. At times, like you do something. I know you also do it. Looking at you when you finish everything, I say, how did it go? And the people say, oh, Charlie, good. That is so. What the people say, no. And also, how did you even get into this revelation? It's a passion. Secondly, you see the people response and the things you realize that this is where I'm called to. And it must set you apart. And you major in that area. So you listen to the feedback people give you. But there are a lot of people that can say, no, only a person. There's something, there's a touch from you. That
special touch.
Yes. So listen to the areas people gives you feedback and gives you commendation on. It helps you to know.
Okay, does this thing work with spiritual things?
It works. Everything is spiritual.
How do we blend the two together?
It depends on where you are.
Okay.
And who you are listening to.
Okay.
At times, they say, 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 co-consultation. You share brim. U share na u nanti, na share u nanti, na u bro baby a co, na ko share brim. Ebia you can be traveling when we see road. Ubisa, impacho, kwanu, infania. Go and ask. The book of Deuteronomy, he said, go and ask your fathers and they will tell you. Ask your elders and they will teach you. But the fathers and elders, we say they are not Christians, so we don't want to ask them anything. So we are there.
They don't want to ask them anything, Ampao. But when we come into Christ, we have fathers in Christ. So even if somebody will go and consult, the consultation the person wants to do is be with radio. So it's not really about our paternal parent.
No. Go to your family. The tree has no future until it's connected to its root. The root determines the fruit. The root determines the fruit. And every calling and every gift you have, you are not the first person. Others have come. And you are continuing from there. Go and find out. This thing. Go and ask. Go to your father's house. Go. But they will tell you that So what they tell you from the European's mind perspective, and they know correct. But you don't want to ask them. But you see, I teach on ancestral truth. People were asking me. I have a platform, very huge platform for only general overseers, huge platform. And I was talking about ancestral truth and that everybody, if any teaching, any religious belief or anything that makes you frown on your language, your people, your culture, your tradition, is not truly God. Because that is a slavery to believe in somebody else. It's not truly God. Somebody asked me, Bishop, what about, so are you saying that we are all ancestral worship? What's the difference? I said, you're already an ancestral worshiper. You believe in the way of ancestors. So, uye bibini na ubu now two bedi send ya shed na 8 weeks and now what and 2 bedi ya say Monday your friend ajua where your friend say now 2 bedi according to that line. Whether you speak in tongues or you speak in the language of angels, whatever, you are believing ancestral.
Hey.
Simple. Uwa you bet down according to tradition. So why are you frowning on what you're already part of?
The communication.
Why?
Oh God.
Why are you frowning on what you belong to? So go to your father's house and ask. Stop demonizing your ancestral home. You still go there. If you are afraid of the ancestors, you are soon going to be an ancestor. You will die. You go there. You go there. Anka se ni ho anka Elijah frere Samuel efre so no Samuel no anka Sam. So if the witch doctor at Endor no is a witch doctor no nya, identity no invoke Samuel, prophet Samuel, a whole prophet who listen to a witch doctor and appear. The Bible traces you back to your ancestral line, yet you don't see it. Hey. Is it not consultation? Is it not consultation and assault? Echo to find out. And the truth is that most pastors are doing it, but they tell their members it is evil.
That is the problem.
And when you talk, the members will fight you to defend. I have not mentioned anybody's name. I'm just talking. What the truth is there. The truth is there. Uyaria, don't you go for checkup? Because say, and the doctor will ask you, started that be say. The same way, if you don't find your path, go back and ask questions. Me who say me bre say we can say kwanya onante so no enye sakweku we na say sanka oye say na say so ye say na say una for we no you hu fi omo ye say we wan then start koye adwuma we. I heard of a woman who one of the senior prophets in this Ghana called her and said to her that she was working at the bank. I said, stop the bank work. Go and start selling eggs. And she went and started selling eggs. And that's how she boom, bam. She became wealthy. To you, because the star element is not different. And then Obi, or person your bank manager. Me person me ba a worry lawyer. Me person me ba a worry say. But there are the people that are struggling. So everybody is trying, thinking, say, oh, you're a lawyer, said, then it's prestige. You go to school to learn how to lie. They say lying is bad.
They will come and catch you.
I didn't say it to you.
You are watching Revelations.
Are you getting the point?
Yes.
So we have made a whole mistake. And there are people that have talent that can serve. And we are not doing that. We have cast some as witchcraft. And I don't go all those areas.
Be evil.
When we come to those areas, witchcraft and all that, I will go into that. But I'm not how they want to do. So I had to say, talent, any eduma, a man, nipadi, I had to say about 5 and 7 be pay, and everybody is trying to fit in. But it's a lie. That is a problem. So go home. Kofi na ko bisa.
Hey, also can go home maybe.
I say kofi na ko bisa.
Titi for Pacha na ho ti send you. Kofi ani bia ba ha o.
Kofi. That is why every year Christians travel from here to Jerusalem for pilgrimage. Every year afashe e wo bia fie. You see, afashe omo motutu kwan bra. Is it akweside and all that, and in the Obechocho. It is when the Bible said that year when everybody traveled to Jerusalem, everybody should go to Jerusalem. Everybody should go home. You to go home. Go home, and when you meet your family relations, you may not know somebody who has something that connects to you. You get to know your cousins and everything. They pray for you. You will not die. We want to go and person called Jordan. That one there. Jordan, for how can the Jordan help you? When the water here, you say that one is.
You pay even $300. Then they will give you your debt and towel. And then you go there, you pay.
You want to put something on your head, say prayer short. Meanwhile, come and you feel bitterness. And you are just religious
hippopotamus.
I'm telling you.
You are watching Revelations, the biggest spiritual platform. And then the kind of say, everything. A leading nipa to Nyankopon trading upon Nankasa himself and ye can waha a gidi ahodo bebre ebe komo de ye wasam ba kope si ye kenipa nyinara abom obi anya wotamfo obi a eye wunua ye ka bibi e fa bibifo ho ene ye ka bibi e fa nipa tuntum so eho ye do Ghana na esi ye simpie so ye presi ye benya nkabom asomdwe ne yatrase asomdwe ne hede oba ade no ebe ye ede amaye ne ye waha ye de ba ko anu ho ofe. Now, who are you, a spiritual pastor, a church pastor? You are not, but you are saying things like, that's why I wanted to know where you are coming from. Orthodox, you said you don't have definition.
Yes, that's the problem people have. You see, people don't know, where do I belong? I don't need to belong anywhere.
You don't belong.
You must adapt. You see, spirituality is fluidity.
That's it.
Water fit anywhere it puts. I am so gifted that if you put me among teachers, I will teach the Bible. If you put me among the prophet, I can prophet. Anywhere I am putting, be like the fluid. Don't have a shape. When you have a shape, you have defined God into a particular circle. Then, but God is spirit, and He moves. Be
without limitations.
Without limitation. Listen, say Easter Eba. They are going to celebrate what is called Palm Sunday. Your future is in your palm. The palm, your future is here. What did God ask Moses? I said, then there was what do you have in your hand? Open your palm, your future is in your palm. As above, so below. You are connected to your root. Look at this. You see the lines here, look at it. It looks like a root. It looks like root. And you are connected to the earth. You see the thing. The root is where the healing is. It's where everything is. Everything you need is in your palm. It's not in the Sunday.
Even the Bible says you put your right hand in the sea and your left hand in the rivers. Is it not your palm?
It is in your palm. Ask your palm. Then dear mommy. Let them tell you what is in your hand. But when you say people don't want to listen, they don't want to listen. But you see, it's not for everybody. The message of liberation is not for everybody.
That's it.
Revelations are meant for liberation. Where there's revelation, then there's a liberation. So we reveal to liberate the people.
How I hope everybody will understand.
Revelation is Christ consciousness. Revelation is the cutting of the curtain in the Holy of Holies. God is no more structured in a particular way. Everybody have access to divine.
Oh.
Revelation is the removing of the cover. Revelation is the dimension of the woman who lost the coin. Bible says she lost the coin, and she said, bring me. She sought for a candle. She lighted a candle. That means that something covered the coin. What covered the coin was the darkness. Darkness represents ignorance. Covered the coin. She sought for light. Let there be light. God created the heavens and the earth and the earth of the earth. And darkness covered the surface of the deep. Ignorance. And God said, let there be light. You need a knowledge about what you are doing so that you can do it well. When God got the light, he said he separated the waters. He put everything in their proper perspective. He gathers all waters to one place and call it a sea. He gathered the land somewhere. You see, he categorized everything, put everything in proper category. Read Genesis. Genesis is about your gene. It's your beginning. How the things are formed. It's not about what some white man said. Everything is about you. The Bible is closed. The Bible is sealed. And people don't understand it. The message is clear. Having ears, they don't hear. Having eyes, they can't see. Having heart, they don't understand. Because their conscience is seared with hot iron.
How many church members do you have?
I don't have a lot of church members.
I want to know.
I don't have a lot. I don't have members up to 100.
You don't have members up to 100. I hope you preach this to them.
Called up my daughter, the one, my PA, that your daughter, and listen. I have some of them, if I release them, I told them not to talk on social media because it will be something.
It will be something.
Yes.
Because this information needs to get to people.
I have one school called Ancestral Truth University. And one of the courses we do there is theological science, the true knowledge of God. And that is where we come into it. And that one is only for general overseer, senior men, open-minded. If you are not a senior pastor, general overseer, you can't. Because the problem is the same. Most of them have made certain rules.
Oh.
I one day heard that one of our fathers, FW Kumuyi of Deeper Life, he said that before he would die, he would change some of the laws of Deeper Life because he realized that he put it there, not God that put it there. Thinking that that will make people, you can't make people to be righteous. What is righteous? What is righteousness? Who is righteous here? Who is righteous? Even the Pope that we call him, with all respect, we call him His Holiness. What was he doing? Go and check his background. Go and read about him. We are not disrespecting him, but we are letting people know that righteousness is Christ in us.
It's Christ in us.
It's Christ in us. You see? So we need to go back to our ancestors. Go back and ask questions. Go back, because what you are condemning here, Obi Wook says, "See a crap one." You see, with the new way the entire say, "You come bisa." Then they come. Don't they do postmortem?
They do.
And what is it? And you bisa. Then they cool nipan. So you believe in the white man's own called postmortem, but don't believe in going to ask on what will keep you prosperous on the path of life. You call that one evil. If it is machine, you call it good.
But what is evil in the first place? What is evil?
Evil does not exist.
What is evil?
Evil does not. Evil is the opposite of something that is meant to cause harm. That is the essence of evil. But in spirituality, both good and bad, they are not. They are the opposite of each other. Are you getting the point? It is. It doesn't. When you come to African spirituality, spiritual consciousness, they don't. A lot of things in the church will never make sense, and it will look like you are the one who is the assistant general overseer of the devil. And yes, they'll call you assistant general overseer. Do you know names they've called me? But one thing I thank God for is that I know I'm telling the people the truth. I'm not lying to them, so I can walk free. I don't need anything. I can sit anywhere and eat. I don't owe anybody. If I need something, I ask you, my grace, I need this. Can you give me? If you give me, to God. If you don't give me, I won't hate you for not giving me. I don't have a problem. Bible says, and so that is the kind of life. Be realistic to yourself and just live life. We have made life so stressful.
Oh, everybody is evil.
I'm telling you, especially when it is from your family, it's evil. So through church, many people sit in the church. They don't talk to their parents. They don't talk to this. They don't.
Because they are witches.
Yes, they are witches. They are witches.
You are watching Revelations, the biggest spiritual platform. I'm here with Bishop Jehoshaphat. I believe say usunya bibi ewomu boni ni papa kra. I am bisa say eden na ye boni ene papa. Obi kra say me kra me tu ejama me firi. Minim I say me kra carpenter bi na enwe me nya me kra ambo me. Why? What is evil? Let's learn. We are learning about talent. Bishop, talent. How do we use talent in Africa? How do we place talent in Africa? From our education sector to churches and all that. How do we value talent?
From African perspective, I won't say everywhere, but let me speak from Ghana because I'm in Ghana.
Yeah, sure.
We have bastardized a lot of things.
Huh?
We have bastardized a lot of things.
The best.
The guy.
No.
I don't know the right word. Yeah, Bibia say how do you say a bastard will be a oneja. I say when you say bastard or something.
Yeah, you're munyanka.
Now, the true talented people are put aside. And those who are not talented are put ahead. We celebrate the ignorant and we look down on the talented.
Real talent.
Yes. And look down. Anka Ghana, Anka Nyes baby 18 years. I get to the point now. When it has to do with your talent, you have to look for your tribe. Who and who? What, like I said, what are the things that appeal to me? And find who is doing it. Because there's nothing new under the sun. Whatever passion, talent you have, there are other people that are having it. And now you must pursue. That's why you need a mentor. That's why you need a mentor. And mentorship right now, the youth that are coming are not ready to learn. They are in a haste, so they are wasting. They are not ready to learn. So some of them, they follow mentors and they are not ready to go through the discipline. Whatever. Somebody has done it. You are going to continue from the person. So you need to follow the person. Don't follow the person by copying everything. No. There's something you need to learn to add to your own.
Just go through the process.
Go through the process. But people don't know how to separate talent from person. On say, it's all about followership. On to me separating the person way, nebush and anana why sem and say and separate the person. Somebody may be having marital crisis, but the person is very good. If you are not careful in discerning and you judge the person because of maybe an marital crisis and the business are cut down now, you can't benefit from the person.
Like dividing the personality from the talent.
From the issue. So we are not able to pursue. So a lot of people are to me and mentor the young ones coming because most of the young guys are full of arrogance, no respect for elders. So they are talent, they have the gift. Then there are people who can help them to polish their talent and become better. But most of them are not good in character. They have not, character formation is not good. They are not ready to learn. They are not humble. Until they are true people who can help others, but because of bad experiences, and so now the youth are finding their own way, and you can see how the nation is scattered.
Because what about looking at ungratefulness or abuse? Some of these youth go through. Yes. Follow instruction. They are not able to be genuine following people, so they impact into them because of their obi. Yes. Obi some person be impacting into obi life because of ungratefulness. Yes. What damages are these things causing?
It's causing a lot of damages because we are bleeding on people who didn't cut us. Because we have not healed from our past experiences. And when you have not healed from your past experiences, you approach everybody from your past perspective. Say any obabe. And so good people fall into the hand of the wrong people. And the wrong people also end up connecting to the bad, the good ones. So that has been the challenge we are having. If we are going to really make headway and impact lives, we must heal, first of all. We must heal. It's not easy to lead and help people because at times the people you are trying to even help, they are the people who will be sabotaging your effort. But it's a sacrifice we need to. And the advice also to the young ones also, they must respect the elders. What we are losing in Ghana now is the culture of honor. We don't honor our leaders again. And most of the leaders also have not shown proper character and attitude on the screens. When an elder, 50-year-old, 60-year-old, sit on the television and insult another elder, what are you telling those who are following you? So you are the one that is teaching them.
It's a seed.
It's a seed that have been sown. So the elders have gone astray, and the youth are copying. Mommy, who baba? Born say when you're 2 years, 1 year, or sorry, or person didn't nine show shoe, or person here lipstick to sell. He's telling you that your child is watching you.
Yes, he is.
So the problem we have in the nation is because the youth are copying the leaders, especially from the political platforms, what they are doing, and the opulence of wealth. And I'm sorry, that makes sense. So when we are and your own, so everybody want to be recognized. That's why the youth are dying before their time. And the elders are watching. They cannot help their children because they themselves, they know they have sown wrong seeds.
They've sown wrong seeds. Now let's bring it down to our music talent. I need to tell you, talent into young industry.
Yeah.
Because who say your movie industry no one face for decades. There are people with real talent, but coming out, especially what can we do? Because say now I'm bringing in like changing of the baton now, and then my career no, and now industries in because whether you like it or not. No matter how high you go, nature will bring you back. So if you don't change the baton, what happened? What can we do? The new ones that are coming, what talent, movie, what do you think can be done?
Number one, the elders, like I said before, should overlook those who have offended them and make room, because you may not know, out of all the 9, the 10, 9 may be ungrateful, but one will come and say thank you. That will be a compensation even bigger than all the 9 coming together. Are you getting the point? Let's overlook the past and realize that everybody will help. We will help. The people we help may not be the same people through where our blessing will come from. Do it as a calling, not a profession. Do it as a calling. Some people, they genuinely need you, and you know you can help them, help them. Some of the leaders also are not self-disciplined. Into a value person or nyum to achedia one share from director down obi a person of frono. It is one man who kwanya okita talent no want to me call baby. So before I realize the industry, everybody want to have affair with a lady.
The man says talent is gone, it's sold off.
Now, so she cannot flow in herself because of who say the entire setup Nankasan is out of hypocrisy. I again. So you fall in, you must give in and grow. Into no onyina be obehu na suban Christo suwa etinimu every Pentecost odinyi na ade ni finimu ko wo so mpemfu na ansa na ade we krapo na ahomaso aba ne mu oya ahomaso san mpemfu ntimi enfre no back
because
that is the point. Into no na asenya man, and when the youth also, the young ones that have the gift, they must know their time. It is not a rush thing. You are sitting here, somebody will just think that just all of a sudden you have gone through the process. The process is part for your progress. But many are not waiting. They want to come up by fire, by force. It shouldn't be by all means. It should be by God's means. And you must wait for your time. At the right time, God brought Jesus out. Learn from those that are ahead of you. If it is washing their feet, wash their feet. If it is supporting them, you cannot tell how people will treat you. But always make sure you respond in a positive way. Because what you cannot control is what somebody think about you. But you can control your action. In fact, let me give you an example. Samuel was under Eli. Eli, man, they were abusing the things in the church. But Bible said in 1 Samuel chapter 3 verse 1, but the little boy Samuel ministered unto the Lord under Eli. One she said in mano ye kwase ade odiobuo e man. Ebinum now we say say what it was system said, most of the pastors who are going through hard time, broken heart right now, they are being betrayed by their followers, their assistant pastors, their church workers, and they'll be thrown. How can that be? So now they are frustrating them at the end of the day. So you see everybody. So young ones coming must appreciate the effort of the fathers. They are paid the price. No matter what, they pay the price.
They've broken the ground.
They've broken the ground. Honor them. Honor them. No competition with another. Them. No competition. Secondly, also, the leaders also, when you have what it takes and you see a raw talent you can help the person. Take the person as your own. Take your mind away. I don't expect anything from anybody. Me. I don't expect. When I don't expect, I don't get disappointed. But when you expect, say, we mamia, then you'll be disappointed. You judge the person wrongly. Then relationship is broken. There are things that money cannot buy, and that is true relationship, good spirit. Work with people in genuinity, because it may not pay today, but the person
tomorrow.
I've been teaching on the book of Ruth from January. Ruth chapter 1 and chapter 2. I've been teaching from January every service day. And I'm teaching how Ruth left Moab, followed Naomi. Naomi could not give Ruth anything, but Ruth said, "Mami, we be my life will become better." And she followed Naomi. Her mother-in-law later became her mother in the Lord. And she said, "Let me go and glean." As she went out, the woman told her, when Boaz came, go and lie at his feet. Why? The woman was teaching her something, how to get a good husband, yet the woman has lost her husband. People can teach you success out of their failure. Don't use the elders' failure or their struggle to judge them and call them bad people. Rather, use that as an opportunity for them to teach you. It helps the youth to avoid unnecessary mistakes.
Sometimes they've gone through for you.
If they've gone through for you, the things you've gone through to suffer, it is for your children's enjoyment.
Yes.
So imagine your children insulting you that you didn't succeed. Imagine. But at the end, Ruth became the mother, ancestress of Jesus Christ. How? Somebody taught her how to get a good husband.
How to get a good husband.
Position herself.
So this is for the industry. Now let's narrow it down to our own. The young pastors coming nowadays. The bishops. These are the pillars that we cannot be like, we won't talk about it, because everybody that holds spiritual office. Make it the whole world, the whole families, and including the whole church. Nanka, I saw the keys to turn things around for people.
Yes.
So now, ebebre, a rebel, and almost greedy rebels, and all that. So start from the bishop, from the fathers to the young ones. When they leave, the bitterness they leave with, then they saw one. They will add 1,000 to it just to create a whole lot of confusions we see on social media and on TV. So the spiritual giftings, Bible schools, 2 weeks, so you're ordained as a pastor. How do we put this talent, spiritual talent, ministry, how do we put it together?
Everything is about followership. Who you follow, how you follow determines what follows you. When it has to do with the church, at times we overemphasize charisma and giftings over character. So most people that are gifted lack character. And those that have the character are not gifted. So those are pushed aside and the church collapse, have problems. Proper mentorship is very key, and ministry education is very key. Asofo bring suya Spirit na bebreda atwea omoba no ma da na otwea
otwea na ye Ghana
otwea so
like otwea
yes, they have become pain instead of benefit, because the process of mentorship is not as for bebreda suya there into assistant pastor one as no Echo school or your courses or suya de echo nini into obetena se na senior pastor chere topic bia we suya kwechi no bisa senior pastor question na se maba, because only that knowledge to beka say we here ahomaso. And one thing I also don't like is the fact that assistant pastor na church worker beye obebo modern was sorry for 20 years. If there something has happened and I want funny no see or kwa, that's where the church will find out or your German for or your cron for, or you say they will speak all kind of bad things about the person. I say the person has never benefited the church before. So these people hear it and they get hurt. I'm not saying that should be the part, but most of the spiritual fathers have not shown good example. If minanti say minanti and a man bedru baby am bedru no interest say so for mu di mechi no so mu nanti. If I have 5 cars, why not bless them? Why not give them? My struggle is to make them see. I said in my church that my struggle I've been through in the hands of other pastors is to make sure, is to end with me. I don't have to continue that earth through my people.
That's why you broke the grounds.
That is it. So I make them feel comfortable. I work with them But Paul said, treat the elderly men as fathers, the elderly women as mothers, the younger sisters, the younger ladies as sisters, and the guys brothers. So the church is a family setting. When you have that ideology, you may fight, you may argue, but let everyone know the display of love. But let's stay here. Some things that belong to families belong to the family. Let's stay and protect the family. But when we marginalize and we show the sign that we love this one better than this one, that is where also the problem comes in. Give everybody fair opportunity according to their giftings and talent. In the book of Matthew, the man traveling gave somebody 5 talents, gave somebody 3, gave somebody 1. And you as an assistant pastor or a church worker, whatever position your pastor gives you, see it as your ability, because no pastor will give you a position that will help to destroy you. They look at the ability you have. But if you think that you have more ability than that, prove that ability through the office now, department. It's not competition. It's not competition. Some people can't come down. That is why Bible the law says honor your father and honor your parents in the Lord. When you say the kwasi asebe fifi, say no mumbu o mebusha fo ofie no. On beba so God made the law. When you enter the church, honor the people because they watch over you. Don't make their work stressful. So the fathers have not shown good examples. Some of the fathers,
some of them are bitter about other people's
very
talent.
Bitter. Yes, I'm telling you. And their sons are suffering under them. Some good sons are in the hands of wrong fathers. Some wrong fathers also some good fathers are also having wrong sons. So how do we do it? Let's look at the good side in everything. There are some things we can change, what we cannot change. There are some members, you cannot sack them from church. You must learn to manage them. And one of the key every pastor must learn is people management skills. Jesus, no name said Judas, he didn't sack Judas. Why? He managed the situation. There are people you must manage them because Judas don't on fast camera, but he knows how to manage the ministry finances. Are you getting the point? So there is good thing in everybody, but we cannot have perfect people in the church. The church is a hospital, and everybody is sick. Me, the pastor, I am sick. Everybody is sick. When we don't show let's say, perfection, say me a perfect, also from the day I'm from so that's where the problem will come. Let them see your humanity, and the people will flow with you naturally. Yes.
So allow. It will benefit you in your old age. You are watching Revelations, so you are watching Revelations, and my name is MAAME Grace, and I'm here with Bishop JEHOSHAPHAT, one of the greatest. I think I love him. Yes,
thank you.
He's endowed. Truthfully, he's endowed. So, Bishop, how do we groom the talent of our kids? It's another biggest problem.
We must not give the children the religious medicine we received. I'm a pastor, but I will never force my child to be a pastor. Let the child live their life, and as they explore, let them define themselves, watch them. And when you guide them, you guide them through. Medicine, there is a sin in it when it is not properly given. In mentoring and grooming the children, we must find out their talent. We must find out.
How do we do that?
And that's what the church calls ego. You can know that about the child by studying the child's passion. Study the child's passion. Ask the child. Even the way the child behaves. Watch. Say mama ni dada. Driver, but some later they become drivers. And you see one also me a doctor, me a nurse. Check it. They are displaying their calling. And every man's talent is his call. Calling is not necessarily holding the microphone in the church. How many hours do we spend in the church? About 3 hours. The rest in the world. What we do outside in the world is our calling. God did not call us to plant churches. He called us to run ministries. Ministry is your person. Church is the building, organization building. But the ministry is your entire lifestyle. It's your ministry. Make full proof of your ministry. So the church is a collection of ministries, which is talent, with the people who call talent and gifts. But the ministry is outside. And you're singing. And so there are people who have the gift. Like what you are doing is a calling. and your talent is displayed in your calling. Some people have the call or the talent to talk to wayward children, street children, call women, call ladies, whatever. All they singing, cooking, all these things are talent. Are cooking. There are some people they can cook. They've not been to cooking school or catering school before. It is natural. Some people they know uti ahaban way, no they can we are saying it is a calling, and the pastor must be ready to imagine you have someone like you around you. You don't have any problem, but you call those people evil. Yet you go and take capsule, plastic, and swallow it without worrying what the plastic will do inside you. But no better say tia haba when I know see on the bay for. You don't understand. So the calling of God is universal, but the church has boxed some in the particular side. When are you good? When are you good? And that's why the
why that? Why?
Marketing.
Market.
It's marketing.
Business.
Yes, because some catchers say where they are.
And
can't be some side then also for be lane 3 or yet 12 days revival, 7 days revival. Near or what the opposite lane 5. No, so organize because also say we here programmer or the prophet we about the way about the members need be call. It also here programmer engage you. Not because God has given the person revelation to do the program, but because we are keeping me crop one. And you see, me crop one. So let's talk about the important part of this talent and giftings thing. Is there anything that one can go through to damage his talent, giftings? Seriously.
And what are these?
Number one, when you're already working outside your spiritual giftings, your talent, you are already out of it. Who did you tombuku, kobo ball, who some person be a doctor, and I will phone baby near causes a problem. But there's a saw your lawyer, or say a lawyer. If you like, watch it. In Krofu baby a school. You say coach school. Ni mam say okay. Person ko Accra school way, Anako school way. Bible France me person me here course way. Obeya odru form 2 penu assistant abofra na assistant no. Obe one we just school no or ko pursue ni that passion no. What have become of it? Wasted years. Europe and other European countries abofra nyina or ball the bush and function our talent, that is it. They will take him to football academy. Our whole chance they employ into a 12, 13 years. No one started a year scattered. By how about Trafalgar and Papa back. Nobody will mind you. They say go to school, then you spend all your years going to school. Meanwhile, your calling is not in school. Not everybody will go to school. And not going to school is not a sign that you are failed in life. Some people have gone to school, they don't have job. Some people have not gone to school, but they have created jobs, employ people who went to school.
Yes.
So so we must know our area, and secondly, know the kind of people who are in that same area and follow them. The parents must play a role of not forcing the children into a particular area.
You've said this. What about the education system? Because when you go to abroad, there is this, schools ni na talent o acting na Beyonce money omo makeka ina they started from school.
Yes.
Into African, what can we do about this?
We can create, but unfortunately most of the things that are creating here are radio stations. They are creating more of radio stations. Most of our entertainment and how do you call it, sports and all those areas have been abandoned, and I hate to say talent has been restricted to. You don't hear of tennis again. You don't hear of even, I think, modeling is coming. All these things are there. What we really need right now is to pull back and watch other European countries and let's pick the positive things from them. Let's see and bring them back home. Unfortunately, our leaders travel first class, second class, third class to all these places, and they see that. And they don't come and implement some here.
Ultra pictures.
They don't come and implement some here. So our leaders are leading the nation wrongly. If President Magufuli can change Tanzania just within 5 years, I don't want to say anything. Then what about Ghana? What about Ghana? So our leaders are not helping us. They are not helping us. They are making the country struggle. And the young guys now, there's nothing on ground for the child to do. So I quite to say, Ejumaye and all those have become one-sided. But most of these things, all these things are talent. And we can employ them if we look at those that are ahead of us. If we can go to Rwanda, Rwanda has changed a lot of things. And Rwanda is in Africa. Go to Ethiopia, and a lot of things are happening there. Why Ghana? We are not secluded. So we can learn from a whole lot of places. And there are things we can do, but we are refusing to do because it has become party politics.
What is such a...
Obi, maybe minye NDC ni, mi anam ye NDC ni, mi pese mi ye adewe. Say me ya ebe because obianim say me NDC ni, it will give glory to NDC. So once MPP ne also, we will not allow it. It no, you have the idea, you have everything to do it. They will frustrate you. It ye frustrate you no, forgetting say omu some ye o. So omu nim some ye omu ankasa, omu ma any the generation that we are in. So everybody is there. It is a mobibi, and then I have to wait. If NDC can power, then I can have the opportunity to do. Then it's a country, no, a whole lot of things. It has not helped us. Because
you need jobs, you need businesses, you need companies. Grooming the talent, you know. Everybody is doing something.
Look at what our father is doing, Apostle Kojosafo. Look at what, if imagine we have 10 people of him, 10 kind of people who are doing that. Every year now, time minimum Apostle Kojosafo, no. Or yeah, have or chat in the number. He said, yet there are churches who are counting thousands of people and does not have 5,000 people who. And look at the things he's doing. Yet there are churches that are having 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 people. Yet some of the things Apostle Kojosafo is doing, they are not.
Man, can't me say farming. This era,
it is farming. You are saying people are not hearing. This thing is farming. And if they are not hearing, if the nation is not hearing these things, that we are saying, it is going to cause a problem because what happened in Samaria years back will happen in Ghana, where a woman cooked a son and they ate it. Cannibalism will start. It will shock people because this GMO thing that they are bringing, they are going to now hold the seed. So if you cannot play according to their agreement, they'll come back deal. We have lost everything. So the youth are the future. Men are the pillars of society. Women are the beauty of society. The youth are the future of the society. If the men are being outside the structures, they don't know God. Then what are the women going to support them to do? The women will support them in their evil ways. At the end, what about the children? What about the future? Everything's gone. So the future, the children can help save the future. No? They don't have anything because they are said. So what do they offer? Nothing. Everybody will be trying to travel out of the country. Transportation,
slavery.
Transportation of talent and ability outside to better. But why can't we import the same people to come and lead the government? Come and play certain role in the country. Only football, penny and tunes are we know about. Now say I'm say yes, you'll be a MPB, so a dual citizen. These are some of the problems we talk about. So we may have the intelligence that can help the constituency now or vie for no. Yes, so a dual citizen, me and farmer. But football there will be a German, Ghanaian, ni mami a dual citizen. I know you're a man about ball no. Are you seeing our hypocrisy? How is our hypocrisy? My dear, there are people outside who are passionate in helping the nation, doing things for the youth, but politics is not allowing it.
It's difficult.
I'm telling you, politics is not allowed. Even this thing you are doing, it will shock you the kind of people who are sabotaging this work. It will shock you. And when you hear, it will shock you.
It's already shocking you.
It will shock you. So you need our own, it's just a say. Mama said a dead goat syndrome. You must, what you hear, you have what you are saying. If you say you will respond to everything, you
will just lose focus.
You have hypertension.
Hypertension, So in 3 minutes, I want you to address this passionately. The church, the huge church buildings we are putting on.
Is good.
With this unemployment guys in the church, the big cars, because a time is coming that hunger, nobody will go into the building. Take it from here. Advise us.
Yes. The church, having a church is good. But there must be a life after church. We spend 3 hours in the church. Not every day we have to go to church. Church is a part of our life. And we celebrate that. And I'm a pastor. I believe that is very important. But we don't spend 8 or 5 days out of the 7 days in the church. It doesn't help. It affects the nation. It affects the people. Their performance. Secondly, the church should rather go into humanitarian works. set up companies, build things. If there are churches that don't have, there are churches there are pastors that are doing things, so they are not on TV. They are not on TV, but they are trying. There are some also who are on TV, they are not doing anything.
Nothing.
All is to build and bring the people in. Yes, it is good, but we must have 5 years from now, what will these people become? And yes, the church will run circle. 1 year, 2 years, then they will go to another church. So the church becomes recycling the people around, moving around. We are not actually winning souls, shifting cultivation. Because the people, there's something they are looking for, they can't get. That's why people are running on social media. They are looking for God, though they can't find God. And they are hungry. That's why the church is full of armed robbers, prostitutes, all those kind of things. Because pastors that have, they are almost bought or mankas or members next to more day. Memma here bibia, suffer here bibia, yambo for real yamana yayama yami. Memma here bibia, yambo payaman.
How?
Obi was sorry mu. I've seen people being was sorry mu. Or waduma chere or gift or pelbia kekabuano. Pastor will not help. Obi was sorry them or wosika businessman on one and that, but beti tight case ako so see that man suffer. Suffer no man on 10,000. 10,000 in your shame, man. But be here, it be 1,000 cedis keke, or your usher,
for rent,
or your usher keke, or your no on ye. When you say this, they will say, you are speaking against fathers. You are telling him, no, you are not speaking against. I'm also a father. I have few members. I'm also a father.
Which father will eat and be full, and the children are hungry? Are you a father?
I'm telling you because in my church now, sorry, but they hate each other.
The pain.
With pain, they hate each other. They hate each other. There is so much hatred in the church, so much hypocrisy in the church, and people are looking for a way to do it. So what are we talking about? The church has a role to play. The church role is sit down, watch the children, say youth way. Sponsor university way. Some churches are doing it, some pastors are doing it. How many of them can we support with their talent? How many of them can we do this? Mobifi says, so yeah, sorry. And it's true. Some have left churches and the churches have lost. When you for almost but should that stop us from assisting people that are around? No. Let us help those that need help. Let us mentor them. Let us be realistic with them. Let them know that mistakes are part of life, but they can grow in it. We should not abandon them. We should not throw them away. Let's enforce discipline in the church, but the discipline must start from we, the leaders, also. That is the key. In 1 minute, what do you have to say about Revelations? Revelations is good. Revelation is revealing the divinity in humanity. Revelation is bringing heaven and earth closer to kiss each other. Revelation is exposing people to what has been taken away from them. Revelation is the power to the people, liberation from bondage. Revelations liberating you from bondage. Thank you so much for watching. Order for a bedroom baby no na a comedian ni pa bedi eno na hu hia. Esra mo ebi aba mo nsam no. Muma ye ni nko farming no ho afi so mo amowo companies from politicians na besi form muma ye hwe nipa ability na ye man opportunities no eno pe na be ma ekuro no akoso na se woni mo bi na ma ne kwan tena wona se oni abilities obe push hwe a we will keep being static as we are now na ye static nso so and the frustration na ebe ba ye so me ni bebre ameka Onyankopon twedi ampa obo nipa no 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 mboa ye nyina ye pedi yiye enu nti ne ya bre nso ye guso a ye ken ye wone da sende why macro.
This program is fully sponsored by Global Eagle Revival Outreach Ministries, a not-for-profit organization. To support our broadcast to reach others like you, kindly send support to Zenith Bank, Ghana, account number 6012402066, account name Global Eagle Revival Outreach Ministries, La Trade Fair Branch, Birmingham. Mobile money account, merchant 0544 859 007. Name, Global Eagle Revival Outreach Ministry. Reference, Revelations or TWMG. Time with Mommy Grace.